Ministry of Mines and Steel, Federal Minister of Solid Minerals, and the state government should ensure that the contents of community development agreements are adhered to. And I have been in the forefront of those advocating that it is not about community development agreement. The communities where these natural resources are being exploited should be part of the owners of any company that is operating in that community. A certain percentage of the profit should be dedicated to the welfare and development of the community. Apart from the 13% derivation, this 13% derivation that mineralized states enjoys, oftentimes it does not get down to the mining host communities. And that also contributes to some of these problems. So, in this instance, the companies should be obligated to dedicate a certain percentage of their annual profit to the welfare of this mining host community. That will address some of these injustices and the human rights abuses. Again, there should be commitment by the National Human Rights Commission. They should take time to visit some of these communities and listen to their cries, and then ensure that both judicial and non-judicial conflict mediation processes are activated.
Okay, thank you, Doc. I would like you in a very short, just in seconds, to tell us what is expected of the community. Like some thoughts, some school of thought said that the people are the problems of themselves. That so many times when these miners come into their environment or into their communities, they will welcome them, and when they welcome them, they will not even want to the rules and regulations to be followed. Some of the big shots among them would hijack whatever that's supposed to be due for the community. So, on your own, what do you think that the community themselves should do so that that which is due for them will actually come to them and will not be hijacked by some individuals of the community?
Thank you very much. The community should be united, but let me say that oftentimes these companies they introduce divide and rule in order to maximize their profit. So ordinarily, the community should be a strong force, itemize what they want, and pressure for it, and ensure that they get it. And this issue of divide and rule, setting up one group against the other, it should not be allowed. And what should address is that every mining host community, should have a documented agreement themselves that they produce that determines who gets what and the process for engagement with any mining company. That will also help to address these issues. And then, in the development of the community agreement, all stakeholders should be involved. It's not a case of working with only the politically exposed class or the traditional rulers. All the major stakeholders, the youth, the women, persons with disability, even community-based organization, they should be in the know. And this community development agreement should be a public document so that every member of the host community should have access to it, understand it, be part of the process, be part of the monitoring of this process. When these are done, the agitation by the community will go down, and the mining company will also benefit, because in a state of insecurity and crisis, the company and the community loses. But when there is a harmonious relationship where all stakeholders understand themselves, and where the mining companies work towards improving the well-being of the mining host community, they tend to benefit more. And I want to also appeal to the federal government. This issue of mining being in the exclusive list, we have seen that it's not the best. In fact, I am advocating for a tripartite agreement: the federal, the state, and the community, the host community. These are the sectors that should be contained in every exploitation of solid mineral resources. And then the 13% derivation that goes to the state, it should be evidential, it should be documented, and the state and specifically stated what percentage of this goes to the mining host community directly. That will help to address some of these injustices. And again, mining companies should be held accountable for any form of human rights violation. And the UN guiding principle on business and human rights is specific on that. So, we begin to have a public litigants, human interest litigants, who can also begin to challenge some of the atrocities of these mining companies.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.